Thank you for holding. Your call is very important. The first available KIE representative will be with you shortly. Base mode. Effective January 1st, 1978. All clocks and industrial electromechanics operations will cease. Please contact your assigned account representative for account transfers or contract settlements. Thank you for holding. Your call is very important. The first available KIE representative will be with you shortly.
Hello, internet people. How you doing today? Are you doing good? I hope so. Today, I'm a sleepy lad. And that was a very loud thunderclap outside. Okay. Well, it's EP streamer. Oh yes, a very sleepy lad. But I still wanted to do at least something today. So I thought I'll do maybe a short 2-ish hour stream now that, you know, and kind of phoning it'll own a, wow. Talking is difficult. Phoning it in. Minecraft cave sounds. Oh yes. The spooky train to scary town. That weird train sound. I don't know what it is. I don't know what they call that sound. I just call it the spooky train to scary town. But anywho. So, I know I went way too long yesterday, so I think I'm only going to do 2 hours today, but I'd still like to do something. We made that brick making machine, and earlier this morning I did some changes to it, and then I kind of let it process some over the day, so we'll see how much there is, and we'll at least get the building made. Cave Sound, pretty sure they're all just called, like, Cave Sound 1, Cave Sound 2. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Probably. It's probably something not as creative as I think that it would be. It would probably be what I would name them. I would just name them first, second, third. Then after a while, ADSF, ADSFG, ADSFGH. But enough waffling here. Let's just switch on over, and we'll make sure we got the audio right. So it's theorized it's the sounds of ghost miners dying in a minecart derailment.
Remember, you cannot take the life of something that does not have life.
You cannot take the life of something that does not have life. Hi, Linus, how you doing? Are you doing good? I hope so. Today, we're doing a short stream. I got some brick put up as well, and I have an idea on how to make this building. You can kind of see it out the window. Have-life kind of sounds like half-life. Yeah, that's... I like how the speech synthesizer's really scuffed. How did blood get here? Is this yours? Did you do this? Or is this your... Hey, 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 leave, stop. It's nighttime. Sometimes the speech synth is hard to understand. You just smacked your ass and ran. Just walks up, push, leaves. Ah, yes. But we see here some of this is kind of coming together. I took what that brickmaking machine spat out overnight and made this in the morning, and then I modified it a little bit. So I tacked on a bit to the end here, where instead of just going into a chest, it automatically makes bricks for me to work on. And then one of these wasn't enough, so I tripled it up, and then doubled up the batteries, and then made another panel. And then got some fancier pipes. And then we're good. Did some off-camera brick getting. Yeah, some off-camera brick getting and a little bit of resources to upgrade this, so it continues to run at least partially through the night. But man, like this is still struggling. I might need to get a third panel. Boy, oh boy. But this is going much faster, even if this is partly running properly. So, everybody get up to some good stuff for Father's Day today? Don't forget, if you have a good relationship with your dad, call your dad. I had an idea as to what I think this should look like. You know, I have the nice brick on the outside, and then the inside is a... Wait, it's Father's Day? It is in North America. Ooh, that was a loud thunderclap. If I suddenly drop, there's been a power outage. I gave my dad a puzzle with a train on it. That's a good... I was about to say that's a good present, but it's like, but does he like puzzles? He likes both puzzles and trains, you see. Oh, that's good. Because like, puzzles are one of those things where it's like... It's either the person's ecstatic you got it for them, or they're like, oh, a puzzle. Thank you, my child. that went quick. Well, that's good. Hopefully everybody who at least says, I got more ice cube. Aw, that's the way to do it. Alright. Sundae cone this time. Man, you were just getting all the ice cream, aren't you? I'm very happy for you. Oh, wrong bricks. Alright. Gonna do this. There. A delicious Sundae cone. So then, let's reference here. So I went 2 in. This I went... Oh, I accidentally went 3 in over here. Or did I? No, I accidentally went 3 in on this side. It should be 2 in. There. His ass cannot count. This is probably the fanciest design I've ever done, and I am struggling. Because usually what I do, and you can see it here, it's a flat face and flat sides, and sometimes I put the block one higher and put stairs, and then I say, there, I am an architect. And then I continue on with my day. Admittedly, I was kind of winging it here, and some of it looks terrible, and I don't really care. You know what? Fuck you. This is fancy, okay? It's fancy. I got the slidey doors. This ass cannot count. Yeah. I get too scramble-headed sometimes, and I just cannot... I'll either, like, double or triple count the... like, one object when I shouldn't. There was actually one time I was, actually, funny story. As part of my, time at my courses at a polytechnic, one of them was a leadership course. And this leadership course required volunteer work, and I was put with a bunch of guys who either didn't know how or couldn't be asked to do volunteer work. So I had to figure it out for us. And in a mad dash, I got us volunteer work at a casino. So I don't know how it works in the United States, but in some places in Canada, you can do charity events in casinos. And so if I can't remember the specific details, but if people, I think it's like if people gamble at certain tables, a cut of the table's revenue goes to volunteer work at a casino. Is such a dystopian concept, right? But what it is charities can host events at casinos, and then I think how it goes is that a cut of revenue goes to the charity who hosts the event. Or you can run like poker tournaments where a portion of winnings goes to a charity. And so I got stuck counting chips, and everyone involved was frustrated with me. Because I would constantly either miss a chip or double counted chip. So it's like, yeah, I cannot be made in charge of inventory of anything. Aren't you in a field that's all math? I make the computer do it. So it's not that I don't understand the concepts of math, it's that when applying them, I need something else to be my working memory. So I can still do it. And I can still, you know, build things that do math. But if you make me do it in my head, I'm probably gonna screw it up. Not because I don't know how, but because I'm just too scramble-headed to keep it straight. I gotta write shit down. I hate doing math when I can't see it. That's exactly it, is I have to constantly review it, and if it's not structured before I can see it, I don't bother asking me. Well, I must say, Henry's House of Beans is coming together very nicely. Now, what do I want to fill in the middle with? There's some special materials in Create that can be either refined into raw materials, or can be, processed into raw materials, or can be refined into aesthetic ones. Maybe I'll go on a little excursion to find some of those materials. I did find some very nice... While I was waiting for nighttime to test this machine out, like the power stuff there, I did find some green stuff. I think what they called it, like, verdite? But I don't know if green would look good in here. Maybe there's another one that's red. I wonder if I can find some of that. I think polished tuff would look pretty nice. Polished tuff, hey? Polished tuff. We got polished cut tuff, smooth polished tuff. Hey, we can make some tough bricks. Ooh! Some tough brick. Offset tough brick. Yeah, we could get some... Yeah, you know what? Let's do it, because we have the gray here, and then the muted red of brick, to then circle back with another type of gray. A lighter gray would be nice. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. I don't know, I've been winging it the whole time. Alright. Let's throw some of this stuff in here for now. Some odds and ends I don't need taking up my inventory. So I'm gonna need a few stacks of tuff. Is there some around here I can grab? So here's that, Viridium. But let's find some tuff. Oh, we got some right here. Quick and easy to mine, too. There's an irony to be appreciated here that the thing labeled tough is probably some of the easiest stuff I've mined. Tough does make good sounds. It's like a cross between some... Yeah, it's like dart. A little bit of dart. A crumbly crumbly hard dirt. Probably need, I'm gonna say I'm gonna need 3 stacks. Alright, 1 stack, 2 stacks. Actually, I think I'm gonna need 4. Quick to dig, too. Alright, I already mentioned. Oh, that's a pit. Might as well get 3 double chests, just to be sure. Hey, man, you never know. You think... I drive my neighbors on the server nuts, because when we go on adventures, I am so quick to go, well, my inventory's full, I don't need this, I don't need this, I don't need this, and I just throw it all in lava or something. They're like, stop it! We may need it! Don't do that! Just make more chests! Stop throwing shit out. Alright. Three stacks. You would benefit from carrying some bundles with you. There was a, I think one of the things I can make is a bindle. I don't know how much storage a bindle gives you. But I do have a backpack, but the backpack is full. Oh wow, look at that. Look what I don't need. Bundles are nice to just chuck your bits and bobs in. We're having a nice time till you showed up, you freak. Get a coffee with some cream or something. I missed that show. That was a good show. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 and an 8th. There's something to be said that about channeling your anger into things that you know can't be hurt by that channeling. Yeah, you run away. You run away from my scary, scary cat slippers. Wonder if I can chase him into the water. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, you swim away. Never watched Freakazoid, just slightly before my time. I think I would love it, though. I'm fairly sure you would. I think it's good. It's good shit. All right, it's nighttime. Let me check here. Tough. That's how you make polished tough. Now, do I want to make polish tough? Or do I want to make... I love Animaniacs, and Freakazoid just superhero flavored that. Yeah, and I think Steven Spielberg made that one too. Sorry, directed that one. So that's polish tough. Okay, so do I have to polish before I can do work on it? Did I just irreversibly fuck up tough? Yes, I just did. Alright, let's check out tough bricks. 1, 2, 3. Fuff. I think... Okay, I know what to do. I have a plan. We are going to... So I have 1, and then 2, and then 3. Huh. That's an interesting pattern. Alright. Alright. That's great. And now... I love this Mary Poppins ass thing. Whoops. Alright. So then the center is going to be filled with polished tuff. Not bad. And then I can, if I want windows, I can knock portions of it out to put windows in. Oh, it's so loud. Oh, the game sounds are too loud? Here, let me adjust those. Or is that the lightning you're talking about? No, like visually. It's visually loud. Well, we haven't gone too far yet, so if it's bad, we can reevaluate. I'm being a build snob because I watched one build video, so now I'm so smart. I think I know what I'm doing. I saw a video tutorial. I can, like, take out a man's kidneys now. I just haven't had somebody willing to volunteer because they just don't understand my genius now that I watched the video. It's terrible. Let's go with it. I'm kidding. It's not terrible. This was a good... I think this was a good suggestion, right? It goes gray and then a reddish and then a lighter reddish to a lighter gray. I was like, I think there's something there. There's something to it. But I'm gonna need way more. Way more. Maybe knock out a few 2x2 sections for windows. Yeah, that's a good idea. Then as far down at any spot we can... Yeah, at any spot we can knock out 2x2 for windows. Cut tough bricks versus tough bricks. Okay, so I did tough bricks. Let's pick out a spot here. Do the same over here. Let's see. That looks okay. Then we'll go, I don't know, 1, 2... Not going bug-eyed already. 1, 2, 3. Watch as this doesn't line up. Okay, admittedly, I've been eyeballing this whole thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. That does not line up. Wrong material. How about here? One, 2, 3, 4. Minecraft math is the meanest math. Especially when... The one that really impresses me is how do people get spheres? Spheres out of Minecraft. I still, to this day, cannot do that. I've tried. It just comes out as a square with round corners. Sorry, with corners that I've cut off. And they're like, there's not a circle. You made a shitty octagon. 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. Alright. So that's a no-go. Why don't I just make the whole thing in the middle of a window and I don't have to do this shit? Yeah. Because we have the tough around here. One, 2. You but consider the multiple windows looks really good. Did it look good? I mean, if it did. If it did, I'll figure out a way to, you know, make it work. There it is. Oh, I lost a whole bunch. Okay, so I went 1, 2, so let's go... Let's try going even thirds. 1, 2, 3. Getting in the way of me and my mason work. 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So this is an active construction site. Where's your permit to be here? I didn't hear anything from the foreman about you being here. You see that blood stain? That was from the last guy. There's the guy who got dismembered. Are you... Oh, he's gone. 1, 2. Oh. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh! Oh, I did it. Doesn't that look nice? The guy had no PPE either, like I do. Yippee for division! That took way longer for me than it should have, but we made it. You know what? I like it. Okay, let's get... Now that we have a reference, the other one should be much faster. Famous last words. Don't need the demolition team. Go home. I don't think the guy can get out. Poor guy got... Alright, you know what? Sir, Come on. Come on, time to go. Come on. Come on. Name tag him, he's the mascot. Do I even have a name tag? There. I just know somebody's gonna come in without these kitty cat slippers and accidentally blow them up. Solicitors now. It just means we can sue for damages. Gonna make you the foreman pretty quick. Two, three, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. All right. So we're not... We're going to extend it out 1. Yeah. So 8, 2, 8, 4, 8, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. 1, 2. Whoosh. Okay, well, I still didn't get enough tough. But that's fine. We'll just go get more. Umbrella, away! How far can I fly? My whimsical fucking ass flying away on with my umbrella. Your Honor, he killed my dog and damaged my factory. The creeper fucking blew me up. I just don't understand why you had walking explosives as a mascot. Your Honor, that's a little judgmental. He was very cute. Very affectionate. Always ran up to us. Puddles the Creeper was loved by all and would never hurt a fly. Just because it could violently explode does not mean that it would violently explode. It was only coincidence that it did. Mine shaft. No pots. Yeah. Human remains and likely... Hey! Name tags! Maybe we can name one. They don't suddenly become non-hostile when you name them, right? You don't want to know what made those bones. I don't think I do want to know what made those bones. Life made those bones. Life's scary enough. That's my favorite reference that only I know whenever I bring it up. I'm inclined to think that's Courage the Cowardly Dog, isn't it? Or am I thinking something else? It is, holy shit. You don't want to know what made those bones. I was not confident in my answer, though. That's why I didn't bring it up. I see the TNT down there. I'm not falling for that again. I just love the way that freaky cockroach said that line so much. It just stuck in my head. Well, I love also that Courage just nods. And as soon as he's like, you don't want to know what it's bones, he's just like, no. Like, it just shows how awkward and just agreeable he wanted to be in that situation to get out of it. Alright. I can't believe that Courage the Cowardly Dog, there was like one short before I think before the full show came out. And that won an award, like some kind of film award. Oh, sorry, it was a nominee. I'm trying to remember which one it was. Okay. Whenever I see a skeleton in a video game, it's just like, I don't want to know what made those bones. Okay, so in this case, we'll do... well, you can put the window in the middle and then have... Yeah, that's what I'll do. Yeah. I love having to jump to place blocks. If only there was a more efficient way to do this. Yeah, but you have to go make it and set it up. Jump, 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 jump. I'd rather have my toenails ripped off than make scaffolding. It's so useful when somebody else made it. Oh yeah, I was supposed to do this. Right. That's why I went down here. I didn't finish this. ADHD moment. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2. I'll say, actually, I have to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I actually need to start taking my medication again. It's funny, I get well, funny in a weird funny. But the ADHD medication I'm issued will trigger a drug test for meth, which is always a funny, both a haha and weird funny event to have to explain to people who are, like, when I have to go to, like, work camps or something. Because they're like, yeah, you seem to have triggered positive for meth. I'm like, no, my doctor gave me that meth. And they're like, no, your doctor didn't give you that meth. And it's like, yeah, he did. Here's the prescription. And then they're like, holy shit. They prescribed you meth. Like, yeah. They did. But yeah, during my recovery, I didn't take it. I love microdosing amphetamines because of the ants in my head. My good boy meth. It's my good boy meth for being such a good boy. And you know what good boys get? Good boys... Good boys get the bees to leave their teeth. I need this to get the bees out of my teeth. There we go. There are the walls. So now, my god, I need a... I definitely need a different material for the roof. Oh yeah, flooring. I think I want... I think the crystal floor would be nice if I have a foyer. That was the other thing I wanted to do later, is put a... like a mezzanine. Okay, it may be better if I show it from above. But right here, I want to have a mezzanine, and then since this has like a natural shoreline to it, you can put a dock here. And then in the back, having my water source here that I filled in, and then a loading dock in the back. Because in that way, the shit shack kinda has a path on water. The neighbor's got a path through water here. So it's like the fastest way to get over without teleporting. Yeah! That looks kinda... Oh shit, we're at like 30 seconds to add time. and do this so the rain stops. And we got the walls done. An hour in, and we got the walls up. Some decent walls. So, let's all take a break here and get up and stretch and move around. And don't go too far, though. We'll be back shortly. Let me get here. Where is it? There it is. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back. Ad break's done. Okay. So, this factor. Oh God, this guy again. No, we don't. We don't want insurance. That was a quick. That was. He's learning. The guy's learning. All right. We have a name tag for the next creeper that comes by. Oh, I can level up the umbrella. We gotta call the boss and get the security guard fired. I'm pretty sure he comes to work drunk. See, that used to be okay when we were a spry startup. But now, that's not acceptable behavior. Let's charge up this drill. This was such a good investment, this electric drill. Okay, flooring. Granite floor looks alright to me. Granite brick. That's gonna be a lot of granite. Yeah, you probably. Yeah, I was sick of that. If you get any trouble, you tell them I let you through. Okay. If you're coming back, can you pick up some beer at the gas station? I need something lighter. Ask the janitor for his bucket. Okay, in my very early IT career, the company I was with, the CEO would always go out drinking, and my god. He's talking to the tree next to the security box. Hey, who said you could be here? I don't remember letting you in. Where's your escort? Wait a minute, I have a boat. Why am I running? Like, honestly, I think it's faster to take the boat than it is to run to the shit shack and use the teleporter. Yump, bounce, 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 bounce. This is good for me. You could talk to Jake just because his wife left me a fucking face. He was a good guard. He was a cheap guard. People used to be scared of him. Now they're just scared to deal with them. They used to be scared that he'd fuck him up. Now they just don't want to hear him talk about his wife anymore. There was one guy I used to do a lot of, like, freelance IT work for. He ran a chiropractor's clinic. And one of the major reasons I stopped providing him support was that he would not shut the fuck up about his ex-wife. And I get it. I get that you'd be upset. But man, I could only hear about her so many times. Yeah, he would try and screw me over on pay, sure. But the actual problem? Incessant complaining about his wife. Ex-wife. At a certain point, I'm going to assume you were the problem. When, for multiple hours, as I'm like, dude, I'm trying to rescue... I'm trying to rescue data off a hard drive for your business to run. I don't need to hear, during this emergency, all the things your ex-wife did as she left you. I really don't. I really don't. But you can't say that. That's not professional. So you're like, I'm sure that'd be really upsetting. Yes, I'm sure. Yeah. If you can afford me, you can afford a therapist. Yeah. You really could have just done that. I forget why I came over. Wow. I am really scramble-headed today. I did all of that, and I've already forgotten why I came to the neighbor's place. Oh, I think it was granite. Time for my whimsical ass to go into the pit of doom! Whee! Ooh! That stuff's nice. Or I can go farther down. Do I want a nice deep red floor like that? Or do I want a lighter one like this granite? Look at all the blood spatter down there. I think a black might be nice. Ooh! Maybe deep slate. And deep slate is plentiful down here. Whimsy! Away! Have they lit this place up at all? Yes, they have. They lit up the whole thing. But here's the trick. I actually have night vision goggles, so everything is lit up for me. Can get some compressed iron, that's useful. Well, I'm more concerned about mob spawn than visibility. Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. Next. Okay, I don't need ash. I don't need a singular torch. I still don't know what this arcane essence is. It's driving me nuts. Don't need leather pants. That's a very old fashion that I'm not going to adopt. I cannot pull that off. I can use this as a tool rod? Just a fucking femur? Properties, left control. I shouldn't have brought the engineer's hammer in hindsight. Anything I can consolidate up here? Okay, I don't need broken crossbows. What else don't I need? I can consolidate those. I can consolidate those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can I consolidate the... I can consolidate that. I don't need a stone pickaxe. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's my goal. 15 stacks. It's probably an essence of the arcane variety. Yes, very astute. Watch as I'm going to suddenly get a whole bunch of super valuable resources I really don't need at this exact juncture, which is going to make me miserable but also kind of happy. You know what mod I miss? Tinker's Construct. Oh, wait a minute. I have this, don't I? They replaced that with this, and I discovered it on accident. If I hold down tilde, I get this weird pattern here. I never got the modded Minecraft experience. Bedrock moment. Oh, you play Bedrock, eh? This is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. Oh my god. Oh, but that really messed up my hunger. That's okay. Like, one thing I can appreciate is at least Mojang is listening. My laptop can't run Minecraft, so I play on Switch. I regret choosing Switch, but at the time I didn't have anything else it would run on. Honestly, there is something to be said for Mojang, which is that they do listen and pay attention to like what people do and don't like about Minecraft. And then they think up their own way to address it, which I really appreciate that. And even if Bedrock and the Java edition don't match, and like they don't fully like match each other, oh my god. What do I want to get rid of? Okay, I don't need hemp. There. There we go. A metric buttload. Okra. Some cut ochre brick. Maybe for the mezzanine or something. I've got many issues with how Mojang handles things. Excuse me, I didn't get to the mute in time. I've got my issues with how Mojang handles things, but overall they're pretty chill. Yeah, I concur. I'm not What I dislike is that Microsoft made a fork of Minecraft instead of trying to have it unified, but if you talk to Linux people like me, it's expected. If Microsoft can have an opportunity to make something that was previously open, proprietary, they'll do it. No matter what they tell you, no matter how they spin it. If they can make it Windows only when it wasn't before, they'll do it. Right, I don't need that. I can take the boat. I get why they made 2 versions, but I don't know why they made them different to begin with. They made them different to begin with because the development team that maintains the Java one, and they had to make 2 teams, basically. They had to make one team to manage the Java version, and then they had to make another team to manage the Bedrock version. And to my understanding, there were already... The Java team was already in progress with some of their... I think it was like during the acquisition or something. Don't quote me on this. But they already were performing work and had their own roadmap while Bedrock was made, and that's why they don't match. So it's 2 teams with 2 different roadmaps because Microsoft tried to do a course change on them. And people won't get off Java because you can mod Java. You can mod the Java one very easy, but it's surprisingly painful to do it in Bedrock. I think there's progress being made to make like a framework for it, but I don't know how successful it was. They're doing parity updates now, but that's got its own issues, because 9 times out of 10, it involves removing a feature that Bedrock has that Java doesn't, instead of adding it to Java. Yeah. That's a pretty accurate thing. And that's where the 2 different roadmaps came from. Alright. Now let's see what stuff I can make out of slate. Like, parity should not involve removing, it should involve adding. Well, yeah, and that's the other thing, too. For a game that involves creating things, taking stuff away seems really counterintuitive to me. If the feature... Yeah, I agree with you. If the feature is missing, it should be added to the one that doesn't have it, not removed. Okay. So what can I do with cobbled deep slate? I'll never get over it. Yeah, campfires weren't supposed to do fire damage. That's a glitch. We're removing it from Bedrock. That doesn't make sense to me. Because campfires cause fire damage in Java. Like, I can get burned by them right now. They do damage, they don't do fire damage. Oh, so they don't set you on fire. Okay. Ooh, deep slate brick looks nice. Oh, you know what looks really nice? If they have it? No, they don't. I used to be able to make a flint brick. And it used to look really, glossy. Right. Deep slate brick. Alright, so let's see. We have stacked, cracked, etched, pillar, rounded, some solid, Deep slate brick seems nice. So something tells me I'm gonna have to run these through the furnace. Oh shit. I have a hopper around here somewhere, don't I? The fact campfires did fire damage in Bedrock meant people could make some really cool automatic cooking farms, but oh no, that's not supposed to be that way. Rather than viewing this as a happy accident and adding it to Java, we better fix it in Bedrock, because God forbid Bedrock players have anything. It's, yeah. Yeah, it should be, I agree with you, it should have been added to Java. But this is where I don't know enough about Minecraft and its inner workings. I can also tell you Bedrock and Java are different code bases as well. I think fire doesn't light things on fire, don't be stupid. Now, what kind of buffoon would think that standing in fire would light you on fire? That's just silly. Let's see, so to make deep slate brick, I need to make polished deep slate, which means... Okay, well that's not bad. Ooh. Windmill weave? And balcony? Stairs? Oh shit, I can make stairs and railings? Deep slate brick. Now I do like this. It's too bright. As long as you step out of the fire after stepping in it, you'll be okay. Thanks, Mr. Minecraft. You'll take damage, but you won't be on fire when standing in fire. Oh, I kinda do want to get you started on it, but I also know that that's probably gonna do something terrible to your blood pressure. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Minecraft adding the axolotl and acting like they care about endangered animals is the biggest crock of shit I've ever seen. Is that why the axolotl exists in the game? Just because they wanted to look like they care about animals? That's kind of phoning it in, isn't it? Like, they got this cute little reference for how there are a few left in the wild, and they talk about it in the release trailer for axolotls. Aren't pandas endangered? Yeah, pandas are endangered. Actually, the only reason... To my understanding, the only reason pandas are still alive is because people have to constantly take care of them, or else they just die. Now, better one or better two? Better one? Better two? Like, I get what they're trying to do, right? Because this looks like it's rougher rounded. But what they did here is it just looks like there are less colors. And that's generally brighter. You know what? As much as I want to have... But yeah, still put the marketable plushie version of a real animal. But yeah, still put the marketable plushie version of a real animal people have as pets in their game, Mojang. If a single parent bought their kid an axolotl and killed it because of Minecraft, then you failed, Mojang. Have an idea. No, I don't. I thought I had an idea, but I don't. Slippery little devil's ideas. I'm gonna need way more stacks. Let's see. It kinda... Mojang wouldn't give us fireflies, because what if a kid feeds a firefly to a frog? They gave us axolotls that go on adventures and are our best friend and eat tropical fish, despite the only wild population living in a lake. Like in a fucking lake. It almost seems cynical and performative instead of actually, you know, actionable. Now, of course, they didn't donate any money to any animal rights groups for their marketing stunts. See, I was kind of hoping they were going to... When you were talking about this, I was kind of hoping that they would do something of the sort, but... But yeah, I can see why you'd be really unhappy with them over it. Like, if they donated to conservation efforts, then they dropped the panda and the axolotl, I wouldn't be so pissed, but it's just performative. Like, now I can kind of understand a little bit better why you would be as frustrated as you were, as you are. Or, like you said, buy a plushie. If it was actual animal conservation efforts, you could do something like, I don't know, buy a plushie and 10% goes to XYZ conservation group. Okay, I'm flying a little bit too close to the sun with the 4. Hey, you know what? This looks really sharp. I think I want to do something about this window, though, because it seems oddly unfortunate. And I can't quite articulate why. But it just doesn't... Makes me uncomfortable. This looks great, though. And actually, this does to an extent. But this, just with the doorways and everything, it's just... I don't know. The axolotls in particular are chronically mistreated as pets. I cannot express how irresponsible it is to add the axolotl to the game while acting like you're bringing awareness to animals in endangered status. I don't know very much about axolotls as animals, but are they... And I didn't know you could get them as pets commercially. Is there like special treatment or like care that needs to be done for axolotls that makes them like a high maintenance pet? Alright. They're an aquatic pet, so they need the same special care any aquatic pet needs. Proper pH, right environment, filter, oxygenator, the right food. But most parents are gonna get a glass bowl and fish flakes. Oh, so you need a full-blown aquarium to support an axolotl. Holy shit. I thought this was gonna take forever. Now, I remember hearing somewhere that axolotls exist, like, look and act the way they do because they... We're just gonna cover up that blood stain real quick. They look and act the way they do because they, like, don't progress from their infant stage or something like that. I don't know if that's accurate. But if that's the case, is that because of selective breeding, like the weird shit they do to pigeons, or is it just an evolutionary quirk that happened with them? The salamanders that evolved to not develop past their juvenile state, they did that to themselves. Oh, okay. Now, I wonder what the evolutionary advantage to that is. It's gotta be something. Hey, Scoot, how you doing? You doing good? I hope so. Oh my god, look at that. Almost perfect. Just a little bit of a stack left. You know what? This looks pretty sharp. Look at that, hey? Now we gotta figure out a roof. Like, it's one thing to have pandas in your game to signal boost yourself. It's another thing to have an animal that is very commonly kept as a pet and can easily be mistreated to do so. Now, what I really am not looking forward to is the roof. I didn't think that far ahead, but there's at least enough of a idea now that we can kind of finish the rest. How are we for bricks? Oh, the brick machine's going pretty well. And, like, I love Minecraft Axolotl. I just wish they didn't pat themselves on the back about it. Here's the thing. I didn't know they did those things surrounding adding the Axolotl. I just knew that one day I went back to Minecraft and suddenly there was the Axolotl. I'm like, I don't know. All I knew is you could catch one and put it in a bucket. That's all I knew. But I didn't know all of this surrounding it. Well, we're getting pretty close to the 2-hour mark here. Actually, no, that's not true. We had about 20 minutes at the start, so we'll go a little bit longer and clean this up. Don't need this. We can't add the firefly because kids would feed them to frogs, but putting axolotls in buckets, that's not replicable at all. Yeah, I'm not sure what they were thinking. If at all. I've come to find, though, that when companies do this kind of thing, the thing that really steams people is the inconsistency of how they, like, of their rationale. And this is a good example of that. Alright. So now, can maybe leave these out here, because I want to figure out for the roof. What kind of roof do I want? Do I want the Sawtooth Factory roof? Or do I want a steepled roof? But they probably did have good intentions, but like, y'all couldn't use your fuckzillions of dollars to support the axolotls. Yeah, it just sounds like they were really clumsy with it. Well, I say clumsy, but earlier I think more succinctly I said they were very cynical about it. I I wonder if I can get a quick reference of like a let's look at a mid-century factory. What did it look like? Oh, it just looked like a fucking box. It's just a box with a bunch of fancy trim around it. Now, what's frustrating is I have to weed out what is and oh no, some have the arched roof on them. Not the arch, yeah. Some have that kind of slanted roof. But it's really shallow for some of them. Okay. Same hat. A box of tubes coming out. Well, I was hoping to get, if I needed water, I was gonna hopefully get like a big pipe coming out of the side, sucking from this pool. Yeah, this pool here, or ultimately sucking into the ocean. Saying that gotta be one of my favorite memes. Same hat! Okay. So if we do... Okay, so if we do that, then... Okay, so if we want pipes coming out, then likely what I would do is I would take all power generation. Yeah, I'd make a powerhouse external to the building and then run pipes in from the powerhouse. What if, hear me out, okay. Let's hear it. It would make no sense given the time period, but it would be very whimsical. Okay. Hey man, mismatch if the factory is powered by a giant water wheel. Can we make a giant water wheel? So the largest water wheel I can make you know what I can do? Motor. So there is the electric motor. So here's the thing. The largest water wheels you can make are... Oh, Immersive Engineering has a water wheel. Water wheel segment can be turned into a water wheel. Okay, so how big is that water wheel, though? So treated wood planks require creosote, which requires a coke oven. Shit. Okay. So plan B. One thing I can do is with this mod here, the largest water wheel we can make is... I think it's just called a large water wheel. And the large water wheel is only like double the size of this. But we can make machines that rotate. So we can give the illusion of a giant water wheel and then hide the real power plant. We could do that. Decorative water wheel. Yeah, so we have the water wheel come out in here somewhere. A decorative water wheel. So then from the outside, it does look like it's being powered by the current of the river. Yeah, we just put like a drive shaft out. And since the river goes this way to this way, we can turn it clockwise. Because yeah, there's the... Well, hang on. Yes, we have the windmill. So if we make the windmill look like a water wheel and then stick it into the water, that can be... Okay. I'm gonna mutate your idea a little bit. A windmill is a cheap, free way to generate energy. So here's the thing, how the create mod works versus like other engineering and automation mods is everything is done in terms of torque. And so the cheapest form of energy you can get is at first a water wheel, but like a little water wheel like this. But you can get larger energy that's always on and like much larger and free by setting up a windmill. And then that gives you your torque that you drive all your machinery with. If you use other mods that use electricity, they give you a dynamo. Or usually, oh sorry, they call it an alternator in this, don't they? Yeah, they give you an alternator. And the alternator makes electricity. So that could be a giant windmill that looks like a water wheel going into the river. Could be the last line of defense to power the plant. So that could run, like, I don't know, the most critical systems of the plant. And then we can have other power sources as well if we need to. I like that idea. Yeah. But we're hitting 2 hours, and since it was about 15 to 20 minutes. Hope you're doing well today. I'll be lurking, but have lots of fun. Well, thanks, Cal. Thanks for swinging by, and thanks for lurking. We're actually getting close to the tail end here, but I think we're going to go for another 20 or 30 minutes. Actually, hang on here. We got ads coming in around 10. Ah, hell. We'll go till it's almost ad time, but let's see. If that's the case, then what I can do is I can, instead of putting the power plant, the powerhouse on the side, I put it underneath. Yeah. Because we need a drive shaft right here. Very nice. Okay, okay. So, what we could do is put this to... Oh. Look at him spin! Look at him go! Blah 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 blah. He dancing. Alright. So that means I'm probably going to have to excavate a basement to hold the power plant. But that's fine. Look at this here. So this is where... Okay, so this is the real access to the dock. But if I want the water wheel... How far do water wheels tend to go into the water? Do they tend to be submerged? What does it fit? Like a quarter of the way? Halfway? About a third. Okay. So I would need to determine the diameter of the water wheel. And once I do that... So you said it's a giant water wheel. And I concur, it should be a giant water wheel. But if we make the drive shaft here, then how wide would it have to be for a third of it to be submerged? So this is the... Okay, so we'll make the drive shaft this block. That's 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. So if that's the radius, then the diameter of the water wheel... So that would make it not touch the water. So a diameter of 16 would be just kissing the water surface. So then... 16, 17, 18. And it has to be an odd number or else there's not a center. So that would mean if that was 8, so it means we need 9, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So 25 blocks in diameter? Good lord. Gonna need to take notes here. Blank paper and andesite, and I'm gonna start getting me a clipboard. Alright, andesite. Oh. Andesite. You might want a 2-block center, actually. A 1-block drive shaft might look silly given the size of the wheel. I can't control the diameter of the drive shaft. All drive shafts are this diameter. What I can do, however, is... Oh, we got 8 seconds before ad break here. Oh, don't go too far. We'll be back. Sorry. Oh, jeez. We'll be back. Okay. We are back. So, I was going to make a clipboard. So I have some planks, I have alloy, I need a piece of paper. There we are. Piece of paper. Let's see, 21, 22, 23, 20. So I think we agreed water wheel. One, 2, 3, 4. Find way to make drive shaft. I think I have an idea. And this is something I haven't done in Create before. I've never made a windmill, but I do know you can make entire blocks move as a singular unit. That's dangerous, you know. Thinking? It can be. Thoughts lead to ideas, and ideas lead to injuries. And injuries lead to lawsuits. Alright. I'm sure that's all those papers the boss had us. Pretty sure that's what all those papers the boss had us sign were for. Injuries and lawsuits and or ideas. Now I'm kind of showing my age a little bit. I just think of Rocky and Bullwinkle. A large crevice was found in between. While building the railway track, they came upon a canyon. They tried to use balloons to get the train across. It didn't work. They tried using a raft. It didn't work. And then the janitor said, "Why don't we build a bridge?" So they fired the janitor and kept his idea. Okay. Windmill. Windmill bearing. Press W to ponder. Alright. Windmill bearings attached to the block in front of them. Create a movable structure with the help of superglue. If enough sail-like blocks are included, this can act as a windmill. Activated with right-click, the windmill bearing will start providing rotational force. The amount of sail blocks determine its rotation speed. Use the value pound to configure the direction. Right-click the bearing anytime to stop rotation. Windmill contraptions. Any structure can count as a valid windmill as long as it contains at least 8 sail-like blocks. Okay. These rotate at half the speed. Kaboom! Use wood planks on the wheel to change its appearance. He's back! Okay. So how do I make a windmill bearing? Slab. Stone shaft. Really? Oh, that's easy. Slab. Stone. Yeah, okay, so slab. I could have sworn I had slabs around here. Rocky and Bullwinkle went so fast, I was always reeling as a kid when I watched it. Apparently, I don't know if this is true, but I recall that one of the criticisms the director had was that the narrator was too slow reading the script. Kept telling him to hurry it up and he wouldn't. And that what the director chose to do is at one point during the reading, he lit the script on fire so that he'd have to read it faster. I just realized how comedic it is that I've seen Rocky and Bullwinkle, but Freakazoid was before my time. I learned that Rocky and Bullwinkle, excuse me, never left. Like, they still try and bring it back once in a while. Let's see here. Oh, there's a shaft. Okay. Slab. We had like the first 2 seasons on DVD. That's how I watched it. Boop. And boop. Oh, it's gotta be proper stone. Well, alright then. Okay. Here, and here, and here. Windmill bearing. I think Boris and Natasha were a little more formative to my taste than I'd like to admit. Just in terms of just humor or like working relation. I thought the working relationship between them was kind of fun. One who's tall and powerful, scary and evil, and a man who's a little bastard. He was a bastard. You're right about that. There. We have a windmill bearing. Okay, so we have the beginnings of the water wheel. Okay, so that means we don't need a okay. Okay, so the good news is we don't need... Yeah, okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna lower it by 2 blocks. So that we can put in a larger diameter shaft. So we can make it a 2 by 2, and I think we can make slant or like angle or slope. Is it a slope? Yeah, so we have these slope blocks. These framed slope blocks. Or we can just use stairs. We can make it out of... Since it's going to be made out of wood and look water wheel-ish. Yeah. Okay. We've got it. We've got a plan. We have built the base of the House of Beans. We still need the roof. But I saw a lot of the factories had very shallow. Are there bloods? Oh no, it's the same blood stain. They all had like very shallow slanted roofs. I think there's roofing here that's shallow. Lower top roof. There's shallow roof. Well, you know what I could do is I could just kind of bullshit it using a bunch of stone slabs. Actually, if I bullshit it with a bunch of stone slabs, then I can stretch out the amount, stretch out the material further. Like I don't need to collect as much. Yeah, because we got some steep roof. So steep, lower, steep base, lower base, top roof, brick roof. Well, you know what? That's another time. I want to make good on my... I want to make good on what I said this time, because I got, I wouldn't say I overexerted myself yesterday, but I also want to be careful. I don't want to... I'm technically still recovering, so I don't want to push it too hard and have any kind of regression yet. So, let's save here and back out. We actually got a lot done. And with, thanks to some audience input. Nothing wrong with needing a rest. That's exactly it. I have to be good to myself. Also, depending on if paperwork comes in, I might be clocking into work as soon as tomorrow, so... I can't be dead tired during it, you know? So let's do this. Let's switch on over to hold here, and we'll see if there's someone we can raid out to. So let's have a look. So I've mentioned it before, but I'm with a streamer group called Green Circle. So I'm going to just look at who in there right now is streaming at the moment. Let's see. Did I accidentally close it out? That'd be annoying. I did. You know, it's kind of annoying to dig up a team page. But you know what? There's actually... Oh, actually, one of my peers is doing a special event, it says here. Oh, this might be interesting. So this fella, he's also part of the streaming team I'm with. His name is Salad Forest, and what he does is he does interviews, he does art, and it looks like he's got a special event right now where it looks like an acceptance test or debut of some 3D work. So you know what? Maybe we should raid over to him. That sounds like a good time. So we have our standard raid message of emote raid message. could do that. Or we could do something like... celebrity person? Or something like this. So I completely botched spelling celebrity again. Celebrity. Last time it was celebrity. Celebrity. Oh, no, I got it spelled right this time. Whichever one you'd like. Either way. Let's do that. We're gonna raid over to Salad Forest. Salad. Forrest. Yeah, well, thanks again everybody for swinging by. There's tons of ways you could spend your night, and you chose to spend it here, and I appreciate that a lot. And, as always, I'm not going to tell you what to do, so I'm not going to tell you to stay out of trouble. But all I ask is that if you do get in trouble, you make sure it's the good kind of trouble. And you all stay safe out there, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye for now.